Okay, let's start to stitch our moon. Just bring in my sample again. So we've done these two. Oops. Now we're going to do the center one. So I tried to make the center strand in my Dreamcatcher like the blingiest, or like the most decorative and attractive. That's the one that's going to have the moon on it. So I've added most of my beads to this middle string. So I'm going to start from the bottom, work my way up. So I'm going to add a bead. So get your middle string ready. I'm going to just put my darning needle on my string. I just find it helps threading the beads a lot quicker than trying to do it on my own. I'm going to do a double knot, just like how we've been doing for the hearts and things. So just nice and close to the edge. I'm just going to do one knot and then try to get your second knot in that same spot. Just like that. Just so that our bead doesn't fall off. So that's good. Then the next is the little silver stars. So you should have 2 stars in your kit. One has got like, looks like canvas backing, and one will have a paper backing. So that's the one with the like sticky back. So you'll need to peel off the sticker. And we're going to stick the 2 together. So I'm just going to sandwich them in. So just peel off, find the corner, just peel it off, and then you can feel it's like quite sticky. So just going to do it a little bit above, just line it up, and just press your little string on there, just like that. So I guess I should say, you don't have to make it in the same kind of order as I've done. If you want to put your silver star at the top of your Dreamcatcher, go for it. If you want to have this felt star somewhere else on your Dreamcatcher, can go anywhere. It's totally up to you. Yeah, so that's my little creative, like you can do it how you like. But I'll show you how to do it, how to stick everything on, and I'm going to do it in the same order as I've done here, with some beads at the top here, and my moon kind of in the middle. So once you've kind of touched your little string on, just line up your other star. So this will be the same with the felt ones as well. So you can just line it up, push it down, and your star will be nice and secure on your string there to give a little bit of sparkle. How nice does that look? Okay, just going to put this to the side again so that we can get started stitching our moons. So you should have left, you've got your 2 little stars, you can put those to the side. You should have 2 yellow moons. So I'm going to lay my moon in the middle here. So just lay it out on the table. And my bobbin actually fell on the floor in the last module. So I got that. So we've got some yellow thread left to stitch our moons. So let's get our needles ready. Next, you can take off all the thread and just thread your needle in the same way. It's just, the end was a little bit frayed there, so you can just cut a little bit off the end if the same has happened to you. So just thread that needle, and we're going to use a double thread again. So just find your 2 ends, wrap them once around, and then just use your thumb to roll it off and pull to make your knot. So that's ready to go. Okay, so the moon is a little bit trickier than the hearts. So what we're trying to do is have our string running through the center of the moon, and we're going to leave our gap for stuffing on this side. So that will be the easiest side to have free, like open for the stuffing. So I'm just going to lay my other moon on the top. If you happen to have at home, I'll grab a couple now, some little sewing needles, like something like this, or like pins. You can use them to hold your string in place. I'll give a few little examples. You don't have to use them, but I do find them helpful. Alternatively, if you've got one of these clips from a previous workshop, if you've done the rabbits and rainbows class, for example, you can just clip that there and it holds it in place really well. So what we want is our moon to kind of be hanging in the center there. So I'm going to go for the clip because I think it just holds it nicer. So we've got the clips. We've got our needle and thread ready to go. Just put that to the side. And we're going to start stitching down here because we're going to leave this for our gap. Down here, work our way around, and we'll pivot in the same way that we did at the point of the hearts here. Work our way up and around. Make sure we're stitching through the string when we get there, so it's nice and secure. And then we'll stuff it from this side. So you can just leave your moon on the table if it helps, and just lift up the top layer to start with the over stitching. So just go up from the top and just tuck it in so it's nice and hidden. And then we're just going to go up from the bottom and pull, and we're going to work our way around our moon just like this. So up from the bottom. I'm gonna go crazy with all of these twists. What's wrong with my thread today? It's just getting all twisted up. So hopefully that's not happening to you, but if it is, it's just twisted, so it's not actually getting knotted. So just pull it gently and you should be just fine. There we go. So I can see where my little string is. Just hold it all nice and gently. We're gonna stitch around. There we go. And just check every now and then that your moon is in line. I'm nearly at the first string, so just do one little stitch there in the middle to secure it, and then my next stitch, I'll just move this out of the way so it doesn't get caught in my thread, will just be on the other side. There we go. So I'm just going to keep working away around the moon just like this, nice and slow. I've got a little bit of glitter there. Just remember to go up from the bottom through both layers of felt as you go around. Nice and slow and steady. You can move your moon around if that's more comfortable for you. There we go. So I'm at the tip here, so I'll do one stitch close to the edge, and then we're just going to keep working down this middle section of the moon. There we go, up from the bottom and pull. This overstitch is so good. I think it's probably my most used stitch because it's perfect for if you make like little stuffed things and anything that you want to stitch around the edge. I just find this is like nice and tidy. It's easy to do and just looks really nice. So I tend to use it the most. And I make a lot of things that are stuffed, so it's good. So up from the bottom and pull. I can feel my string is in there as well, so I'm not stitching in my string, just sewing next to it. So just work your way around your little moon. There we go. Up from the bottom and pull. I think these will look so great hanging in your windows. If you have other craft supplies, or other beads, for example, like, you're more than welcome to add other things, other felt shapes, to your dream catchers. Other beads, if you've got feathers or something like that at home, or you want to add some little pom-poms or tassels, go for it. Tried to give you quite a few little options, but if there's anything else you want to add, you can definitely do that. So we're going to work our way around the moon. Just careful you don't get your string tangled up in there. And I'm just going to start going down along this edge. I'm going to leave a small gap here for the stuffing. So just pull that. There we go. And I'm going to just double check that my string is in the right place in a sec. Okay, let's just check. So I'm nearly done. So just pull your string nice and straight. So that's where my string will be. And you can just hold it for when you're ready to stitch. And there we go. So just get one stitch down through the center of your string so it's nice and secure. And then just push it out of the way. And then you can keep going around your moon. Okay, I'm nearly ready to stuff. So if you're not quite here yet, just pause the video to catch up. So I've got enough little space there. I might do one more stitch. So with the moon, we're not going to stuff all the way up to the edge. We'll just do our best to give it a little bit of padding. And then we'll stitch up the hole just like we did with the others. So just grab whatever's left in your bag. Just small little tufts so that it's easy to push it up to the edge of the moon. You could always use like a little pencil, like very gently. Here, I'll grab one to show you. Just to very gently like push it up if you want to, not too like strongly. You don't want to like poke a hole through your moon or anything, but they are like helpful with stuffing if you want to get the stuffing down into like a little edge that's tricky to reach with your fingers. There we go. Oh, I've got a little bit of black wool there. Must have been a multicolored sheep or some wool from a black sheep got mixed in there. So I've got quite a bit here. You don't actually need too much, so you'll probably have some left over. So just stuff this in. And I'll just need a little bit more kind of in the middle here. So you can already see my moon is nice and stuffed. And then we're gonna hold the hole closed and then stitch up the gap. So keep going with your overstitch. It's the same as the heart, so just a bit more of an awkward shape. So just do your best to hold it closed. And we're going to stitch it shut. And just like the hearts, we're going to make our little knots when you reach the end. So send your needle through the loop before you pull it tight. Do 2 of those, send it through the loop. And then you're ready to hide your tails. This is my ultimate secret tip. And just hide all those tails inside my creations. So pull that and just cut close to the felt there. And then you've got your middle section. So I've got quite a bit of thread left over. So I'm just going to use my paper bobbin again, just wrap that around so you've got it nice and tidy. Nice and tidy, ready for your next little crafting project. I'm just going to add my pink on there too, since it's here. There you go. And we are also done with our sewing needles, so just tuck it in there to keep it nice and safe. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of wool left over as well, so just tuck that back into your bag and you can use it for your next little project. So let's add some more beads to our dream catcher. So I'm going to add the last 3 beads just above my moon. So just thread those on 1, 2, 3 using the darning needle. And I've still got my little yellow stars to put on as well. So in the next module, we are going to learn how to attach our 3 finished strands here to our dream catcher. So I'll see you in the next video.